Catanzaro. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Okay, let's talk rookies here while we have a second. Who's impressed you through the first couple weeks of the new guys?
Well, a decent number of players, but I'm going to down focus a little bit here, okay? Because we talked about the rookie quarterbacks. Dak Prescott in Dallas being one of them. But don't forget the runner, Ezekiel Elliott. He's really starting to come on. And then flip it over to the defensive side. The San Francisco 49ers have played pretty tough in the first couple of weeks. DeForest Buckner out of Oregon, he's doing a really nice job on the defensive side.
And Corey Coleman, Will Fuller, a couple guys on the offensive side switching it back there. They've been really good.
They know how to find the end zone, don't they? They get there, and they get there in a hurry. I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Jameis to throw it. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Johnson on the counter, trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Fourth down. Here's Palmer. He's got time.
Oh, he dropped it.
Incomplete. Okay, let's talk rookies while we have a little breather here. Who's impressed you so far from those first-year guys?
Well, Corey Coleman out of Baylor, now with Cleveland. Everyone said he was explosive. He's been exactly that. How about Will Fuller? That young man does have a flair for the dramatic, doesn't he?
Did you see his catch?
Oh, that
bobbled it up to himself.
Popped it right to himself. He knows what he's doing, and he's playing really well for the Texans. And then on the defensive side of the ball, Artie Burns in Pittsburgh, the corner's playing really well. And the guy, and Vernon Butler with Carolina. He's part of that rotation with K.K. Short and Star Lotulelei.
Second down and 4. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some hitting plays.
I was looking at my phone.
In order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
Fresh set of downs here. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. Call it no gain.
Time to pay attention. I didn't pay attention to that last throw. Yeah, I'm texting.
Play, and it'll be second down. Ten yards still left on second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to the ground. This time it's Martin. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Time on Branch there to bring him down.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
Roberto Aguayo out now for the Buccaneer field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
Yeah, as an offensive coordinator, if you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work. But in his defense, this has been a stifling defense so far. So they've got to start finding a way to unlock them as this game goes on.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
Oh, I was hoping he'd break that off.
Because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field. And he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse it through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy, because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's the thinking man's receiver as well.
So 5 yards remain now. Still first down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a game
I really hope
3,
he goes
sets him up with second and just 2 yards to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
What the fuck?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a try.
Now hold everything here.
My R1 wasn't going.
So that means they're down to 1 remaining
I was pressing
here
it
as
didn't
we
go.
head toward halftime. One receiver left, 3 to the right. 3rd and 2. Now Palmer. And he's got Fitzgerald. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices,
Something the Cowboys didn't do that game they lost.
As well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it.
That, no, that 2 weeks ago.
First down.
And they build that trust.
Oh,
they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10. It's Palmer again.
What the fuck?
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
What the fuck is my
It's
remote?
not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On third down, Palmer. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Robert Ayers in there to drop him for a loss of 10.
This game is bullshitting me right now. For real.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Right now, 1-18.
Oh.
They'll try and throw for him with Palmer. Surveying the field. Fitzgerald's got it right side. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
I was
First
at the
half
time.
in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Now he's going to throw it. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Now it's the Central Florida native, Chris Johnson. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree
guys
totally.
running some really
it's
good
not just end of the half
defensive
situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Give them 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn them a fresh set of downs.
give them a lot of credit. They ended up running the ball on a key third down situation. They were staring 3 and out in the face and found a way to flip the script and keep the ball moving on offense.
Blue 58.
They pitch it out to Johnson, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
For those who watch the game and want to question the courage of the guys who play on the corner, how about when you see a toss sweep coming your way, yet you still go into the backfield, get past the blockers, and make the tackle? That's big league.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now they'll throw it with Palmer. He's got time in the pocket. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer.
Yeah.
But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab it, and that'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on it, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the stack.
Here's Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
A reverse is never called just to get 1 or 2 yards. It's often called to get a big,
I hate not being
play.
able to run the ball.
The defense was having none of it on that one. They snipped it out and stuffed it.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. This is Ellington.
Fucker.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. 47 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Right, inside run.
Catanzaro now for the extra point. And it's 21-3.
Slowly, surely, I'm learning a lot of the plays.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown
I don't
to
think
kick it
X is
away.
waking up.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Probably on some
Try
Molly
and get
right
things
now.
kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the
How many
time.
plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the
This
first
guy's
half,
going
you're
deep.
scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete.
Yeah.
Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. The play fake to Sims. Now Winston. He finds Humphreys. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that...
And Jameis intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
You haven't played in a long time, huh?
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Play clock winding down. Again, it's Johnson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Palmer to throw. And he's got Fitzgerald.
Damn.
That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Let's face it, when Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald early in the game and then continues to do so, we end up with games like we saw after the 2015 season in the playoffs against Green Bay, don't we?
Yeah, and a couple of veterans for sure in this league.
Veterans who know how to play and still love competing and do it at the highest level.
Even makes me feel old, though, that Palmer, born in 79, Fitzgerald, 83, and those are veterans now in the NFL, right?
You are old.
And Palmer gives to Johnson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
What are you barely seeing?
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves and sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
I feel like this guy's trying to lag the game.
Keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. And here we go on 1st and goal. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Did your high school have that saying, push them back cheer?
I was a kicker.
Well, it certainly worked. Didn't matter if we were kickers or not. That one worked.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Robert Ayers in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Fitzgerald right here.
On 3rd and goal, Palmer.
Oh, he got me.
Got him once again. William Golston.
We'll try a fake
He's the one
play.
to get him this time. And back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, Palmer off. Catanzaro on for the field goal try.
Oh, he knows.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only...
It got his man complete.
What is the linebacker doing playing deep on this side?
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 91 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That'll be taken in the end zone. He probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession.
Oh, you missed it. I made 3 99-yard rushing touchdowns
We'll
already.
see if they can recoup and recover.
Yep. At the 1-yard line.
Out here on the play clock.
I did it against the Packers. I did it against
and they're going to take it all the way down and just
Steelers.
take the delay.
I did it against the Cowboys. Yeah. I stopped them at the 1-yard line, and first play was a run. I got them saved. I uploaded them.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Palmer gives to Johnson. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12. And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
I got something for him.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. On 3rd down, Palmer.
Oh, shit.
Incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
He played man defense. I thought he was going to blitz.
Here's Drew Butler now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Fielded at the 33. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really...
And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinators...
Diving for the end zone.
Oh.
The ball, and
Yeah.
this is not over yet. They return it for a
Wow.
touchdown.
Continue to fight, don't they? And they put it in the end zone, which was job 1. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through.
I didn't pick it up.
You're inside 2 minutes. Look at your timeouts. Make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted? So many things to go through. Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And the the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff. Johnson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Oh, Palmer looking to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of
That'll
scrimmage.
get a touchdown. I'll just
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
I'll kick the field goal.
A well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled, except for the one the offense really wanted to run through. And that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They come up in an offset eye. And now it's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move it.
I'm going to risk a fumble.
They're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
I'm going to risk it. Fuck it. I don't need to raise up the score.
I'll tell you what, partner, you learn a lot in every game. But when you win a close one, maybe you get to determine a little bit more about the guts of your team if you're the head coach.
It gives you much more than a snapshot now, doesn't it? You get to see the full picture of who your team is, and especially individuals, and how they handle pressure situations.
And then moving forward, you have the confidence that late in a close game, hey, we've been here before. We've done this. We've won this game.
There's a comfort zone that exists now. So instead of them pressing in those situations, now there's an air of confidence and calm, and then you just watch them go out and execute.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Tampa.
I couldn't break on the outside.